Hi everybody, this is Anthony from Sunny Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am going to be doing a msscrapbusters video, or challenge rather, and it is number 109 and it has to do with faux tea bags. And you all know that the tea bag stuff is brought to you, or the msscrapbusters rather, is brought to you by Milena Pilot. Okay, and I will put the hashtag below so you can look at all the lovely creations from all the other creators as well. So what Milena did is that she showed us how to make faux tea bags by distressing it, and she used the different types of papers. So I think she used some vellum. I watched the video a while back. She used vellum, she used tracing paper, and I think the other paper that she actually used was I will use greaseproof paper if I want, but I think she used parchment paper. Okay, I'm not sure what's the difference between parchment and greaseproof, okay, because I'm here in South Africa. But what I did is I used a tracing paper. All right, and this is quite like a thin tracing paper, and I did I believe I did two out of tracing paper. Okay, and then I used one that is also tracing paper, but this has more the feeling of vellum, and you can see the edges are curling on this one because it behaves a lot like vellum. Okay, and what did we do over here is that Milena used some oxides, distress oxides. I don't have any distress oxides in the colors that is required for this. Okay, I've literally got 2 distress oxides only. Well, actually, no, I've got more now that I think about it, but I don't have them in re-inkers. Right, so I used some re-inkers over here, but you can see there's some kind of oxidization happening there. Right, and what I did is I put a few drops of vintage photo because I had a re-ink on vintage photo. So I put, like, when I squeezed the bottle, the amount that was in the dispenser, the dropper, that's the amount I put in here, and then I topped it up with water. Okay, and I did the very same thing for walnut stain. And I did the same thing for ground espresso, and those are the colors that I basically used over here. So I think this was a bit of vintage photo here, and I think a bit of walnut stain. This was definitely looking like vintage photo over here, and in here I know I did some ground espresso. So I think those fine lines of fine little dots over there are the ground espresso. Then I went in with some vintage photo, and I went in with some walnut stain. I remember the very first one I actually added a lot, and the reason why you got this look, I think, is because I opened it and then I just splattered all over it, but we're going to work with this here. I'm not going to make as many as Marlena did. I'm just going to make a few, and as you can see, I don't know where that line came from. But hey, we are here to work, right? And I'm going to keep this maybe to make some more or whatever, but I'm going to try and make a few with the the type of tracing paper that looks a bit like greaseproof paper, and then I'm going to use the type of tracing paper that looks like vellum. Okay, and let's see what we're going to create. All right, so I see there's a fold over here. I probably must have made that fold. I'm going to work with that fold over there, right? And I'm folding it where the bottom piece is a little bit shorter than the top piece over there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them down, right? And you can cut them whichever size you want to, really doesn't matter or anything. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them down, and then I'm going to try and give them a little bit of a decorative edge. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Oh, she also used a like a sandwich bag, because I remember the one where it was already like like a pinking sheer kind of an edge. So you can make them how big you want to, how small you want to. I think, if I wasn't mistaken, I prepared them all the same size. Maybe that's the reason why got a little line here. When I say I prepare them all the same size, just got ephemera out to kind of match them. And I'll tell you what I did. Okay, so let's cut them in half first. I don't know how fortunate I'm going to be with the vellum, because you know the vellum is a bit sticky. Yeah, I did that. And then let's just make them all the same size over here, like that. And let's put that through here, like this. Kind of, I don't want it to be a long project. Like it mustn't take up too much of my time, kind of a thing. Want it to work pretty quickly if I can. Okay, there we go, like that. Saves the person, and then she takes long to do it. But then you know I'm a slow coach, eh? So there we go. And put it in there like that, and then just cut it down as well. So Malena showed you how she did the inking. So if you want to watch how the inking is actually done, then I suggest you hop on over to her channel, and she will show you how to do it. I'm just doing the faux tea bags here, and I'm going to try and do the same. You can see already the vellum, the tracing paper is very brittle. So I'm going to see how much we can get out of it. And don't you love that sound? Awesome. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to do the same over here, like that. And then, see, it warped. So it's not sitting straight anymore. Yeah, you're going to have a problem not getting it perfectly correct with this, but we will do what we can. And yeah, I mean that's why we do junk journaling, hey? Because everything doesn't have to be perfect, like scrapbooking and like card making. Like I have made in the last month, I've made 2 cards, birthday cards, and I swear to you, the first one was an absolute nightmare to make, because I had to get my mindset around the fact that I am actually, you know, having to have straight lines, and it must be matted and everything. The second one went a little bit smoother, I must admit. And the second one, look at how tiny that is. I completed it within an hour. And the first one, well, I was sick as well for the first one, so you know, I didn't feel liquor, and liquor means I didn't feel nice, okay? And I had a problem, you know, just trying to concentrate. So I'm just bringing in my scissor, my decorative scissor, and it's just giving me an edge like that. And I'm also going to do it on the top. Now you can actually close off these tea bags if you want it to like really represent that. You can put the little parts where, you know, you get the little string with the name of the tea bag and stuff like that, and I probably might do it. I won't do all of these, but I did prepare for the video, so I'm going to do it as I had it. But just remember, you can do that as well. So probably we'll make 2 here, and if I can, I'll make 3 here, and then I'll make 1 vellum one. How's that? Okay, and that's basically it. So just go ahead and do that. And then I'm also going, now this one has got a raggedy edge over here, but we're going to work with it. We're going to work with it, right? I mean, I don't know why it's got that kind of an edge. I didn't, you know, it didn't get torn or anything, but yeah, it's got that edge, so we'll work with it. Right, so that's that one there, those 3 over there. And then let's try a vellum one. Let's see how wide this is. Oh, it's almost the same width. Perfectly done. Can't remember. I did probably measure it. And then I'm going to do this as well. So then what I'm going to do now is that I am going to I'm wondering whether I should decorate it after I sew it or not. Okay, so I'm going to go and decorate it, sorry. I'm going to go and sew these around here, right? Or I'm going to go and sew around there with the sewing machine, and I'm going to come back. Now, you don't have to use a sewing machine if you don't have one. You can even use two-sided tape, which I'm not a fan of, or you can actually use art glitter glue, or if you're in South Africa, try your Galma glue. It works quite well. Okay, and yeah, and then you can come back to see how we decorate it and things like that. I'll be back in a jiffy. In your case, it will be just a few seconds. Okay, so there's it. I sewed it around it. Now, you know, you can stamp on it. You can do a lot of things on it. Stuff like that. But I'll show you how quick you can, well, I'm going to show you what I did. Let's put it that way. I don't know how quick it's going to be. And to put together. So there we go, right? There's 3 and number 4. So I must say, it went through quite easy. In fact, yeah, so I did try to do a back stitch over there. Don't do it. The paper is way too thin to do that back stitch on. Okay, right, so these are the ones that I have over here. Now, as I mentioned, you can do stamping on it, and you can do all those things on it if you want to. And maybe we'll try stamping on 1 or 2 of them, and then we will try a different method on another 1 or 2. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to get out some paper, and I'm going to add it to this here, like that maybe. Okay, and I should have inked on that edge before I sorry, just needed some water before I sewed it. But yeah, you know, these things happen where you forget what you really need to do. And I haven't done any prototype or anything, so I am just doing this. Okay, so maybe something like that there, maybe that over there. And I don't know, I'm really putting out scraps from my little container on this side. And maybe something here. Yes, I hope you are all well. We had a 3-day weekend. We had a public holiday yesterday, and I think in the UK you call it a bank holiday, if I'm not mistaken. Here in South Africa we call it a public holiday. I'm not sure what, you know, other countries call it, but it was a holiday nevertheless. Right, and then maybe that there, kind of like that. Okay, so what did I actually do? I literally worked with scraps on my desk. So I said one of them I'm going to ink. So maybe, I mean stamp on. Maybe I'll stamp on that one. Okay, right. So I'll leave that one there. Right, so what I did is, this one is a better piece because it's longer. Let's get a stamp for that quickly. Okay, so, don't know, just pulled out something. I have no idea how it's gonna look or anything of the sort, but let's try it. Hey, let's put that there, and hopefully I can do a stamp over here. There you go. And you can stamp in brown as well. Maybe I'm gonna stamp in brown because it is a faux tea bag, right? Sorry for stretching. Got my inks over here, and I do hope that this one is gonna work. Alright, so which one? We said we're gonna stamp on this one here, right? And I don't have my stamp mat. Oh, really? Is this dry? Oh no, it's too light. We have to go with black. Okay, it's just not showing. So let's use black. Oh, I should have wiped it out, but there was so you could barely see it. So yeah, so there you go. And I've got a very hard surface over here, so I'm not expecting to get the greatest of prints out of it, but I think it's good enough, right? So we're gonna work with that. Right, in the end, maybe what we'll do is we'll put it, because here we can see it, right? And here it is a little missing on this side. That's that. Then what I did is I have this container. It's this one here. Okay, that's full of you know, scraps, real scraps or whatever. So I opened it and I rummaged through it rather, and I just found some stuff lying on my desk over here. I mean, not lying on my desk. Then I decided, well, let's use that stuff. Come on, let's use it. And that's what I'm doing. Where's the... Oh, okay. So there you go. You can see I never even ink anything. I just got that stuff and I said we're going to use it. And now... Oh, there's it. Because these bottles are blocking what I have on my desk. And I'm going to now just add this to it. Okay. And we're gonna have some fun because let's hope that it sticks nicely to this paper. Like that. My glue seems to be misbehaving, but we'll use that. Let's say we're going to do that here. And then I've got this little ruffle that was lying around here. I think I'm going to add it to here as well. Okay, and maybe this one, I'm going to take out some of the heavier glue. And hopefully it's not going to give me an issue here. And it is, because I didn't craft. Did I craft? I can't even remember when last I crafted. Because even though yesterday was a holiday, I was just so exhausted. I think I tried to craft and then I was like, no, I'm giving up. I'm giving up. But then I found a nice YouTube channel. And I was watching her videos. That's what I do. Remember, I told you ladies that I'm making an effort to watch those channels that don't have as many subscribers as the more popular ones. Well, that's what I did. I found someone and I watched their channel. And can't remember who it was. I did subscribe, and well, I'll go into my history and then write down the name, because normally that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write their name down so that I remember to, and I did the notification and stuff like that. Did subscribe, did use the notification bell and stuff like that. And I am just going to do that. Okay, so this is a piece of I think it is a toilet roll core that I'm gonna remove that. Okay, then I'm gonna add this first. I found, as you can see, it's really scraps that I found lying around, and I'm just gonna add it to here. I'm still experimenting with my lighting. It looks extremely dull here, but on the video it seems to be a little bit better. I think I'm going to add this down here like this. or should I add it like that? I think I'm gonna add, no, I'm gonna add it like this, like that, there, and then I'm gonna add this here. Oh man, yeah, it's hot and it's coming to the end, so this glue is not behaving very nicely. Okay, and then I'm gonna add this here, and then I am going to put a flat back pearl on it as soon as it dries. Okay, so that's that one there. Done. How easy was that? Okay, next one is, I didn't ink that and I didn't ink that. Okay, so this is the vellum one now, and let's see what we're going to put on the vellum one. Let's try and put this on the vellum one. Okay, so I will put all my little pearls in one go. How's that? Right, so on this one here, why is it so untidy? Let's just work with what we're going to be using. Okay, so that's also going to be one here. I've got a little photograph. I'm not sure. I don't know where this came from. It was either Artemis or Gecko Bells, and I'm not sure because I bought them, I think, all at the same time, and then I just cut them out. So one of them. Right, so now let's add this piece. Oh, come on. Oh, this is vellum. Oh, I forgot I'm dealing with vellum over here. You know, vellum needs a little bit of an extra care. Let's use this now. Oh, everything's sticking to my fingers. Doesn't help me one bit. To have sticky fingers, then how am I supposed to craft if I got sticky fingers? Right, so I'm gonna add this here, maybe like that. That there. Okay, I want to add this here. That much I know. Okay, let's add this first, so we'll give it time to dry, and I'm hoping that it works with this. If it doesn't, I'll switch over to the other one, but let's just hope that it works with this one here. I can switch over to the other glue that I have, but I mean, this is quite a good glue as well, so let's just say, oh well, it doesn't help something if you don't add this first. Yeah. Okay. And literally we're taking stuff that we found in a container. You know, when you put all your scraps away, that's it. That's what I did. Just open that container out there and dug into it. And then I just put them into packets. This one I must have made, you know, like I must have done a long time ago. And I probably used some patina. I think patina on it. If I didn't use patina, then I used white spray paint. Well, that's how long ago I made it that I can't even remember what I did. What I used on it, right? It was lying over there, and just found this piece of paper. Found this piece of paper lying there in the box as well. Thought it needed a home, and just gonna also found this butterfly lying in the box. Sorry about that. Thought it needed a home. And voila, that's done as well. Okay, so number 2 is done. Number 3, let's just continue with this glue since we already had it out. Yeah, so nothing fancy. I like the fact that we can actually stamp on it as well. And look, I didn't even do that one where but I can't get the word. Then also these, look, I found these papers over here, somewhere, lying somewhere there, and I don't know. I don't even know what this is. I have no idea, but it's going on. Let's see how much we need. It looks like some sort of painting that I must have done. I don't know whether it was from a jelly print that I did. Oh yes, I do jelly prints. I've just never shown you me doing jelly prints. It's a huge, it's a lot of planning to go into jelly prints. And if you really want to see jelly printing being done, there is a lady that does it beautifully. Her name just is not coming right now to the tip of my tongue. I admire her jelly prints. Okay, so I'm gonna put this there as well. This is a little bird stuff that I found here. Gonna add that to it here, like that. There. Then I seem to have this piece lying around. Where should I put it? Should I put it here? Okay, and put it there, because this is braille paper and I think I coffee dyed it. Here we go. And then I found this. Obviously it was there in my box, and I'm just gonna add it there like that and then cut it off. And I should actually be switching to this glue because this is the right nozzle, but it's also giving me heartache and pain. Sorry if I wasn't in frame. I'm just inking up this here like that. There we go. Here we go. And then I'm putting that there. And then I'll cut out that bit. Maybe we should bring it a tad bit in. Tad bit in. Let's say like that. Okay, I want it on that line. Right, like that. And then let's do the last one as well. Okay, since I got 4 here, just want to show you how quickly this can be done. And I challenge you, if you have a box like how I have one, the one that I showed you, okay, go for it. Go for it and just put your fingers in there and grab what you can. Okay, so this is going across everything. Let's straighten it up a bit. And what do we have here? Okay, so this is what we got here. Oh yeah, so even in that box I found that. So if we put this here, I wanted to add this here like that. Wanted to either add this, or then I found this, and I think I'm going to add that. Okay, so this is going to be the first piece, and I am going to ink it up because I want it to stand out. I think it was done from avocado dye paper, if I'm not mistaken, and I think it's a bit long. Want it to run the length, so I'm going to cut it off here, and I'm going to get it to run the length of the top layer like that. Okay, like that. Add it here like that, so it's running the top length there. Then I'm going to add this here also Oh, come on, Santani. Also with this glue. And then I'm going to ink up the papers itself. Okay. Now, you know vellum doesn't take too well to inking. Okay, so gonna ink up the papers, gonna bring that more here, and also more down. So here you can see very little of the what's the book page. Okay, but it is okay too. And then I am going to just take some fabric glue, and I am going to just put some fabric glue on it like that. And the color, how perfect was that? That color button going with that. I swear it was really from my stash. I just pulled it out and it worked. It worked. Okay. And I was like, yes, I'm going to use it. Okay, so next what I want to do is that I'm going to leave the inking for later. I want to see if I've got any words or labels that I want to put. I think I'm going to go with words. Just getting my words out. Just some words. So I'm trying to build up my stash like this, and I want to do some videos like that. It's going to be a bit like a mass make to build up your stash, and because I find that if I do something like this, it just works. It's just much faster for me to pull out something here and work with it. So let's look for a bigger one. This says soulful, and I'm gonna put it maybe there. Okay, so I'm gonna put soulful there. Maybe let's ink it up because I'm very bad at cutting. Okay, I like the word soulful there. Yeah, so I try to cut when I can, which is not often. And then, ta-da! Soulful doesn't even look straight. Okay, next one. Let's see what we're gonna do on this one. What should we write over here? Let's go bigger. Gonna use spring over there. I think it works. On this one, I'm gonna use enchanting because she is enchanting. In that one there, I'm going to use, let's see. Nope. That was a nice thing though. Love. Okay, love. It is love. Okay, or we could go with nurture. Which one? I think nurture. Okay, cool. I'm going with nurture here. Here is nurture. Here is enchanting. Excuse me. And here is spring. Okay, cool. Bananas. That's it. Those are the words we are going with. In vellum, we are going with spring here, right? And then I'm going to cut that off there. Gonna put spring there like that. Okay, and then as we said, enchanting for this one here. Could do with a bigger label. Should I put it here? Should I put it here? Should I put it here? I think it stands out more here on the braille. Is this braille? No, this is not braille. This here is my homemade paper. Yes, that's better. And then This is going to be nurture. Okay, here it's going to be nurture, and I'm going to just put it, ta-da, like that. Okay, so that's done now, and then the only other thing I want to do is I want to let our butterfly have some bling. See, people, I do use bling, just in case many people think I didn't. Every time I use this, I need to open it up. But when it's open, it works. So, and it works. So, see, as soon as you open it up, it works. And I'm gonna add that thing like that. And I want to add one here. Okie dokie. I want to go hopefully a little bit big. Hopefully I got it here. What do I have? I want to go with the cream. Let's see. Oh, we can go with the blue to match the blue there. Okay. Okay. So let's go with the blue to match the blue there. And this is a light blue as well. Okay. Blue, hey? So let's get that blue out. There's it here. And it's done. They are done. My faux tea bags. And then obviously, since they are faux tea bags, you are going to put decorations in it, right? You're not going to not put decorations in it. So let's see quickly if we got anything to put in there, because I don't know if we do. Let's see. Okay. Trying to open my box over here. Would this go in any of them? Maybe that would go in, like, for example, here. Let's see. I don't know. They may be too big for it. Okay, that goes in there like that. Okay, should we have, I don't know, I'm just pulling out from here whether they match or not. We can look at it later. I think the flowers will go well with the bird and spring. Then here, don't want to put more mother and daughter or daughters and stuff like that. Let's see. Funny enough, the only thing that is here is like that. And then the last one is pretty stuff. Okay, so let's say that in there. But I think I would like to make some tags and put it in there. Okay, so that's it. Let's look at it now quickly. Let me bring my white. Okay, let's see if that helps. Okay, that's number one. Little lady. That is, I think, from My Porch Prints, if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember what's the pack. And that's where we did the stamping. Sorry. Okay. Then this one is, I think this is a freebie from Artie Mays, if I'm not mistaken. This rose. I think so. I'm not sure. As I mentioned, this is a bought one, but it's either from Gecko Girls or Artie Mays. To be honest, I can't remember. Okay. And then don't ask me where this came from. This is just my stash. I need to cut that out there. And I want to put something in there, but I don't want to put like a pearl over there. I don't think it's gonna go. Okay, and then that bird, but I don't know where that's from. So I'm sorry for whoever that is, but I really don't remember. I got a whole lot of things in my stash that I cut and put there. Okay, so that's it. I hope that you enjoyed that, and that you can see how quickly we can put these together, and you can make them different sizes and stuff like that. Like here's a very small one that I'm going to put together as well. So you can make them. And how awesome are they? How cute will they look in a journal? Let's look at it in a journal. Oopsie, oopsie. I haven't yet finished this journal. This is my Rambling Rose journal. Let's see how this rose one will look there. Oh, how adorable. I might actually just put it there. Okay, might actually just put it there, but I'll obviously swap out the cards to make them more rose themed. Beautiful. Okay, thanks so much for being with me. Thanks so much for sticking with me if you have stuck with me till the end. And if you have not as yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And also please consider giving this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I challenge you to make this, and I challenge you to look at your box where you've got all your little bits and pieces, okay? And just take them out, play with them. So these weren't in my box. I had them in my cutout ephemera box, or my, where I cut out and cute stuff. But everything else, all the decorations have been from my little box of where I throw things when I'm too lazy to put them back away. And I'm going to throw more things into there in future, because then, yeah, it actually forces you to use the stuff up. I love it. Do take care. Lots of love from me, Santhony at Sannie Creates, and have a blessed week until I see you again. Bye bye.